Hello friends, welcome to this second tutorial of JavaScript. Today we will learn what is the primitive data type and what is the non-primitive data type. Okay, this primitive and non-primitive, both the data type is actually inbuilt data type in JavaScript. Okay, the primitive data types means you can see number, string, boolean, null, undefined symbol, BigInt, which means basically it store the single information or single value into the memories, okay, JavaScript memories. Whereas non-primitive data type is basically store the multiple values into the memories. So multiple values, let's say array, objects, function, that's called that store the multiple value based on the single key pairs. Okay, so but the thing is that in primitive data type, okay, you cannot change the value of original variables. Okay, that is the first thing, but the benefit of this primitive data type, it's very fast and it store the single information directly into the memory and it's consume less memory. That is the benefit of primitive data type. So if you are working to the small projects and your data is not big and it's a little bit not complex, then you can refer this primitive data type. But if you think your data is very complex and it's containing multiple values and multiple logics, then you should refer to the non-primitive data types. Okay, and non-primitive types is also store the value into the memory but based on the multiple, whatever I just told you right now, and it's contain object, array, functions, all these things. So now let's go to the practical one. Okay, so now today we'll just open one notepad, and in this notepad we will write the script. Okay, and let's see this is your primitive. Okay, so primitive data type, what exactly contain? Let's say numbers. Okay, okay, so numbers means 25 and string. Okay, so string is containing, let's say, your name, something, whatever comes under the double quotation, and it's also contains booleans means, let's say, uh, logically is, I am putting the m, so it will not call the inbuilt function of the JavaScript. Okay, so now let's say putting the true here, and let's say after that what else is pending? BigInt. Okay, this is also a form of number, but we'll have to type n after that. And what exactly next one is pending? Null. Okay, so null means, let's say, so not this way, so I am putting here this way. And undefined means this way, or if you not time anything, this will count under the undefined thing. And after that, symbol. Okay, symbols you can refer here. Okay, let's say id. Okay, this is the under the primitive data type. Okay, and non-primitive is this one. Non-primitive, let's say your object, right? So object I can write like this way. Array one, let's say name, let's say Raju, age. Okay, and also you can store the list or collection like this way. uh, this containing both the values thing here, and also you can store the function you can store like this way. Okay, whatever you can write under this argument. Okay, that is a different thing. Let's say I'm writing console download I am function. Okay, so this way you can store your values. So now let's just save, and after that we will publish this notepad into the browser and let's see how it works. So first of all, just the same approach in this one. So I am just copying into this folder. So I am just saving. Okay, and I'm saving into the HTML format. Let's see where is the HTML format. Okay, there should be. Okay, don't waste time on this one, we can directly change using this browser page. So directly here we just put here okay, HTML. Opening into directly to the Chrome. Okay, now let's go to the inspect elements console. Now we'll see what exactly value should be printed in this one. Okay, so yes, so now I am just opening into the notepad, edit with notepad. Okay, this is my value. So let's see if I write here this one, right? So let's say if I write console.log is equal to num, right? So now I want to see what is the type of this one. So just simply the data type is type of num. Okay, so now let's see how it's work here. 23 the data type of. So if I go here, okay, just adding one line, so this will give you the better clarity. Okay, 23 is a num type here, right? So this is the num type. So this is also the primitive data type, because number, string, boolean, whatever null is come, that will come under the primitive data type, and this will help you to store the data in very fast manner. And also this will be very helpful in any project if you are working on the single values. Okay, and your requirement is related to the single value, then that time you should refer this primitive data type. If you are playing with the multiple values, then you should refer the non-primitive data type. So this is just for understanding purpose of variable, which variable you should refer and what is the benefit in the JavaScript if you use the primitive and non-primitive data type. So similarly, if I just put here string, so this is also will give you the result in string, right? So let me just copy paste and okay, so I am just copy pasting this one by one. Okay, now just save and refresh this browser. Okay, you can see that data type 23 is number, it's a string, this 2 is boolean, and this is the BigInt, and null is also type of object. Okay, null is also count as an object, but it is also part of this primitive data types. Okay, undefined because it is showing the single values. Okay, undefined, the data type is undefined, so that is also come. And what is this next error is symbol value to string. Okay, so let's say what is the single value here. Symbol is something different. Okay, single value is something, I think symbols, or I should write some spelling errors there, not much and good data. Okay, so let's just quit this one. Let's see now the non-primitive type. Okay, non-primitive, the same thing we'll have to do in this one. object, right? So let's see, it's is storing the multiple values, that means it's a non-primitives. And you can also change this non-primitive value, but you can change only the value, not the key. Okay, that I will show you right now. Let's show me this way. Function. Okay, let me just remove this symbol word, that we will figure it out later. Okay, what is the error of this one? Symbol RS. Okay, I think this is not refreshed, I believe so. Okay, now just let's go to the console one. So you can see here the data types is object. Okay, and ad is also object, and it's a function, right? So those are the storing the multiple values. Now why I am not able to access this one, why it is not showing the Raju in this thing? The simplest thing, whenever you want to print this object arrays or whatever you called in multiple values, and these types of errors comes, then what you will have to do, you will have to unpack this package. Okay, how you will unpack? Using this name direct reference. This is the one way you can see, and second way you can directly use here, let's say age. Okay, let's say I am putting into the name in double quotation, and you can access also like this way. Okay, or you can add anything in this one. Okay, you can see this one. So now this is just one way. What if you want to see entire objects thing, right? Okay, let's say if I change here const something. Still it is showing object. So now what you will have to do to print the entire thing, let me just here put here console.log. Now you can see whenever you are not printing this one, it is showing the entire value like this way. Okay, object, prototype, and these are the property of this arrays, constructor and all this thing. Whenever you are just not writing into the any with string values. Okay, but if you want to integrate with the string values, then I just showed you, you will have to use dot or separation like this or this way to just print this particular object values. Okay, that is the one thing here that you will have to remember. Whenever you just printing or fetching the data, that time you should use the dot or that double quotation with an open bracket and small bracket. Okay, like this way or like this way. And collection you can also access in collection the same way. You can see ad. Now if I want to just get first value, this ad, right? So just put here in double quotation and just refresh, you will get the ad values. Okay, this way you can get first, second, third values. And function is the same one. It will directly return this functionality. Okay, this is the types of functions. Okay, and this symbol and non symbol, it's I think some spelling error is there, that's why it is not showing. Okay, so don't worry, if you just search on Google, okay, symbol in JavaScript print. Okay, so you will get here multiple values in this one. Let as Ramesh and log s si. Okay, you can also use call to the symbol function. There is one symbol function in this one. Let me just show you. Okay, you can refer this one. Most of the thing you will get from the your Google or browser. Okay, so I am, if I use this symbol, so it is showing value, convert a symbol value to string. Okay, that we will see later. This is not a big issue. We will cover this into our next session at the beginning of this next videos. Thanks for the watching.